My role in the company is building the social media strategy. I've built it from scratch. I've built the social media operations from scratch. I run a global team based in the UK, in the US, and Denmark, and also have guys sitting in Hong Kong. So we tend to stay online 24/7. And just a little bit about the company, and also to show where we come from as a brand. It's still a family-owned business. It's one guy actually owning the whole company. It's based in Denmark. And Denmark is a very small country, so we know that we need to be out there to actually reach a larger market. We know that each Danish guy, in his lifetime, he will have received 88 Lego sets. So that's quite a lot. So if we want to grow our revenue, we need to get across in the US, China, Russia, and Asia as well. These are the numbers from 2011, and we just came out with the results from 2012. Pretty amazing. We grow 25% in revenue, increased our profits about 40%, and this is a 5 consecutive year that we're growing more than 50% globally. And in total, we've been growing for 8 years, double digits in pretty much all markets. And that's not just to brag, it's just bragging a little bit, but also to show that before that period of time, we were almost bankrupt. We were almost out of business, and it was, I think, months away from actually that we had to shut down or be acquired by a larger company. And that humbleness, I think, stays within the company, and that humbleness is also something that we really think that we are able to carry a long way into social media, and I think that is also why we have a lot of success in social media, because we really know that if we are not in constant relation and building a relationship with our consumer, we will go out of business. So what we need to focus on and what we've built our strategy upon in Lego, that is about the social needs, looking into the social needs of our consumers, hopefully both the present ones and also new ones. It's about creating value, because even though we can satisfy the consumers, we also need to create value for the business. And then how to do it actually in real time, having this connection done in real time. So I'll just look to these different subjects. Social media is basically nothing else than just a set of technologies that enhances our social capabilities. And that's great because we know that we, as humans, we are social from nature. We are basically hardwired from our origin to be social, and to interact socially. And as a business, if you want to succeed in social media, and I would say also to succeed in business in general, you have to know and how to gratify your customers' social needs. But we didn't do this. We basically just allow our fans to use the brand and to work with it and show their creations. We can also build on top of that and do interactive engagement campaigns. And this is a competition, or sorry, an engagement campaign, and it was also a competition that we did around the holiday.
In December 2012, we wanted to create attention around the Lego brand and get people all over the world to spend time with Lego during the holiday season. The challenge: to create brand awareness and show an emotional connection between the Lego brand and key family moments during December. We decided to turn the challenge on its head and not just show, but create family moments with Lego, thereby creating an emotional bond between the brand and the consumer. Our solution was simply to add another layer of play to the Lego experience. With the Lego Happy Holoplay campaign, we gave people inspiration to build 5 different Lego figures, all part of a fairy tale, and invited them to take pictures of their creations in fun and surprising real-life locations. This simple idea created a whole new dimension to the traditional brick figures, suddenly making them part of the real world. We even gave it a name: Brickmented Reality. The campaign then ended with a short film, concluding the fairy tale written around the best pictures from Lego fans and, of course, wishing everybody a happy holiday. To launch the campaign, we used Lego's presence in social and digital media. The word spread like a wildfire and instantly resulted in thousands of likes, shares, and comments. From then on, the campaign lived a life of its own. The results: during 3 intense campaign weeks, people from 119 different countries, spreading from Japan, the US, Singapore, and Germany to French Polynesia, submitted pictures to the campaign website. The campaign videos received more than 150,000 views. Blogs around the world wrote about the campaign, and judging from the tons of positive feedback we received through comments and mail, we clearly managed to create an emotional bond between LEGO and the people participating. But most importantly, the pictures submitted showed that the campaign captured the true spirit of LEGO, and the people were more imaginative and creative than we had dared to dream of. Not to mention the hours of fun people had all over the world, creating LEGO pictures together, young and old. Yes, it truly was a happy holly play. Sorry. Holiday.
So we can see that every time we can build upon those social needs and create and set the scene for engagement and not do the final content ourselves and be in a one-way dialogue, then we are able to leverage a lot of things, and we can actually see that it's just exploding when we get the mechanics right. Damage control, we do a lot of that, and taking care of the brand, I think, is the most important thing you can do in social media. I'll just show a very small example about how we do this. This was a promotion that went wrong in the US, not related to social media, but we got a huge number of callers to our call center in the US. Basically, they were running out of bandwidth and shutting down the phone systems, so we got our UK call center to help them, but it made the wait hours insanely long, or the wait time insanely long. So this guy is tweeting while he's on the phone with our consumer service center. So 32 minutes waiting. He hates our hold music. That's great. It's getting crazy. 46 minutes. So we're just receiving a lot of bashing. And then he types this, and one of my employees sees it and jumps into the conversation. Basically want to take him out of the open social media conversations, because to solve a product issue, we need to make sure that we can exchange personal information without actually putting it out online. So we just take it offline, and my team is able to bypass the whole consumer service system and actually make sure that we solve this very, very quickly. And then he comes back telling that we're awesome, and we save the day. And we always tend to stay in that conversation, also to keep this connectivity going. So we don't just want to solve the problem and leave, and basically we want to leave him in a very nice way and make sure that he's also putting out the last positive comment. So that's the way we do it, great content. So basically, about making that connection work, it's about creating and building and nurturing that relationship. And there are no tricks or shortcuts. You cannot fake it. I tend to get asked a lot about, so what's your trick? How did that social media thing? How made it work? And I have to tell you that there are no tricks. It's basically like in a relationship. You want to have and establish a very long relationship and make sure that people will forgive you when you as a business mess up, because we all do that at one point. We will mess up. And if you have that relationship, then your core consumers will stay with you and help you through. And that was what happened with Lego. And it's about hard work. It's about timing. It's about being relevant. I would also say about being brave enough to do things that others haven't done yet, and believing it, and making sure that you also have a management that are able to actually give you the possibility of actually doing things that haven't been seen before. And be personal, because it's not just about investing your money. At the end of the day, it's about investing yourself as an individual, as a business, and making sure, because at the end, again, you will live with that success. If you're on social media, it will gonna be you as a person that will live the success, but also with the failure.